Hey YouTube, this is the Purple One, and I want to continue talking about night vision. Night vision is a combat multiplier. My son, I think Sunday, was at a friend's house and he was looking at some of their guns and they had two huge safes. And he asked him, do you not night vision? So he started that conversation. I think that guy's going to get some night vision. He needs to. He has 1 million guns and he is security conscious. He's just not a gun collector. So hopefully he wakes up and says, yes, I need night vision. I think his wife woke up and she wants it. So hopefully they'll get better prepared. I'm going to talk about helmets. You have a night vision, and these are the PVS 14's. This is what I used in the military. So how are you going to use it? Yes, you can use it like this, looking around your property, especially if it's not a tactical situation and you just want to look around. Totally awesome. Biggest thing is don't drop it. Best thing to do is to tie a rope around it, a 550 cord, and put it around your neck. So if you do accidentally drop it, it's not going to crash to the ground and your expensive investment gets damaged. So how are we going to put it on our head? How can we use it tactically? A few ways to do that. You can use a helmet, or you can use what we call in the military skull crusher. Now, Robert wrote extensively about this. I'm going to put some links there. You can go to the site and you can see what he says. Robert deals with this every day. This is his bread and butter. So, Robert does not like the skull crusher, and I understand why, but I like it as a prepper. I really didn't use it in the military. We were issued one of these, but we never took them. Most of the time they stayed in the arms room. Wasn't something we used. But as a prepper, if say I'm going to bug out or I have to do something at night and I don't want to walk around with a helmet on my head because the neighbors might see me, or I want to put it in a small little bag and it's hard to hide the helmet, I can use this. Yes, it's discomfort. You put on your head and the word skull crusher, it's a skull crusher. It hurts a little bit, but it gets the job done. There's some limitations with this. You can't flip it up, so it's always going to be over one of your eyes, but I still like it, personally. Helmets. This is an Iraqi helmet. I actually took this off the battlefield as a souvenir for my son. As you can see, there's no mount for night vision. They were at a huge disadvantage, but this is an Iraqi helmet. I don't think it's too Kevlar. I think it's more metal than Kevlar, but it does look a little bit comfortable. It has some padding up there, but you can't mount night vision to that helmet. The first helmet I want to talk about is the PASGT. This is the Kevlar. It came out in the 80s, lasted into the 2000s. It is a K-pot. You probably heard the word K-pot. The comfort was not that good. You had a leather band that sat around your head. So we added a piece of foam so your head would sit on that foam. Much comfortable. So if you have one of these, get you a piece of foam and cut it and put it in there. So we did mount night vision to this. As you can see, it was just a chin strap, so it went around your chin. So it wasn't as secure as it should be, but during that time we didn't have the more advanced helmets. We used it. We didn't complain. Well, we did complain. So this is the PASGT or the K-pot. If you have one of these, you probably need to upgrade if you're using night vision for sure. All right, next came out was the MICH helmet. This is the MICH. I will show you the strapping system to secure it to your head. Went around the back, went around the front. You actually had pads that you can adjust. The pads were stuck in with Velcro, so you could tailor your particular shape of your head to your pads, to your helmet. So it definitely helped out a ton on comfort, much more comfortable. So this was a MICH helmet, and it's a modular or integrated communication helmet. I think that's what MICH stands for. Then they came out with the ACH helmet, and that was the advanced combat helmet. I don't have one of those advanced combat helmets. It almost looks the same. The difference is the side here. So the MICH is probably the bottom of the line what you need. You can get by with the MICH helmet. It will work fine. I've worn them for thousands and thousands and thousands of hours of MICH helmet, and I'm fine for it. Okay, so next, after we had the MICH, we had the ACH, the Advanced Combat Helmet, and now they have something even better than that. It's called the Fast Cut. I think they went away from the MICH because of the maritime use, because this could catch water at high speeds, and they didn't want that. Plus, nowadays we have all kinds of communication devices that we can hear commo, protect our ears from, and this high cut let us do that. It offers definitely less ballistic protection. You might be not wanting ballistic protection. That's called the bump helmet. 99.9% of the time in the military, my helmet was actually a bump helmet, getting in and out of things, going into holes. It was banging my head, and it protected fine. So if you're 60 years old, 70 years old, you have a bad neck, a bad back, you might not want that on your head. They weigh anywhere from 3 to 4 pounds. Depends what kind they are. But you might want to say, hey, I need a helmet to mount my nods, but I don't really need the ballistic, or my neck can't support the ballistic weight. So you can get a bump helmet. Very, very lightweight. So this helmet right here, every year they come out with better helmets. I'll put some links in for you. I get paid nothing if you buy any of these helmets, but I'll give you some links so you can study on your own. It's definitely, the straps are getting more comfortable. The inside's getting more comfortable. The ballistic protection is increasing. You have all kinds of ways to mount things on here. So, if you have a helmet, how are you going to mount your night vision onto your helmet? First of all, you need some type of plate. The plates look a little different, but they do the same thing. This is for the PASGT helmet, but it also will fit on a MICH helmet. And then this came for the MICH or the ACH. Most of the helmets have a hole right in the center, so you can just screw it right in, put the nut and bolt on it, and away you go. So you'll need this mounted to your helmet. Next, I call it a rhino mount. I don't know what Robert calls it, but for me in the military, it's a rhino mount. And basically, it's going to clip into the plate. That way you can raise and lower your night vision. It has adjustments on it, all kinds of adjustments on it, so you can get it perfect for your eye when you flip it down. Robert's PVS 14's are designed to shut off. When you raise them up, it will activate it and it will cut the power off. Or you can just reach up and cut the power off to be on the safe side. Now, Robert also has some different J-arms. This is a military issue J-arm, and that's what's used to hook the night vision. As you can clearly see, you hook the night vision to the J-arm, and the J-arm will slide in to your rhino mount. So you need a few components. You need a helmet, you need a base, you need a rhino mount, and then a J-arm, and then definitely the night vision. So this combination has adjustments. You can adjust it so you can have it over your right eye, or you can have it over your left eye, whatever one you prefer. So that's basically what you're going to need to take night vision attached to your eye so your hands free, and that's the object. You don't want to be running around with a security problem doing this. You want your hands free. Hopefully this helps. I'll put some links. You can do some reading on it, but don't cheap out on a helmet. If you're going to buy night vision, get a good helmet. Get it so it's comfortable. Get it so you enjoy wearing it. The Skull Crusher, I like it. 99.9% of guys hate it. I like it because I can put it in my bug out bag and it's less weight and no one can see that helmet. That's the only reason I like it. If I'm going to do serious security work, it's going to be with a protective helmet. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.